49ers Cal High Sports is presented by U.S. Bank. Life keeps moving. We're here for every step. U.S. Bank member, FDIC.
This week on 49ers Cal High Sports presented by U.S. Bank. The end of the regular season is here, and we have the highlights. We'll see Oakland Tech take on Oakland. Westmont meets Christopher, and Mount Eden goes for a league title against Cleveland.
We will have the thrilling girls hoops game with Carondelet and San Ramon Valley, soccer with Lee and Branham, and the Los Gatos football star saved with a simple heart screening. It's all right now on 49ers Cal High Sports presented by U.S. Bank.
Hello everyone, welcome to 49ers Cal High Sports presented by U.S. Bank. I'm Robert Brownstein.
And I am Aubrey Tolliver. We start this week with the championship game in the East Bay League Tournament. San Ramon Valley coming into the tournament, finishing the regular season in first place with a 8-1 league record, earning the top seed in this week's league tournament.
Yeah, but three teams finished league with 7-2 records. Which teams would make the final games was anyone's guess. The tournament title game played on Saturday night.
The E-Ball tournament final has Alec Blair and the De La Salle Spartans facing Jalen Stokes' Doherty Valley Wildcats. Cole Roque grabs the rebound for Doherty and passes ahead to a driving Kenny Cloud. Kenny with the delayed release to give Doherty an early lead. But Blair has 6 of his team's first 8 points as he drains the mid. Blair to Ibrahim Monowar to Bryce Patton for 3, and De La Salle goes on an 11-point run. Doherty's Ryan Sevilla grabs a great block down low, stealing it away, but hold on. Blair knocks the ball loose. It goes to Monowar and back to Blair, and you know how this one ends. The future Oklahoma Sooner puts his team up 13-4. David Bulligan for the corner 3, and the 6'6 Spartan adds 3 more to the De La Salle lead. Here's Doherty. Roque kicks it out to Cloud, and that triple makes it a 6-point game. Doherty in transition, and Jalen Stokes grabs the bucket. Count the foul. 13 on the night for the Davis commit. Braddock Shelsvig to a driving Monowar. The Spartans go on to lead it by 18 at the half and in the third. Stokes with a strong denial there, but Bulligan gets the rock back and finishes. David with an amazing night on the boards, and watch this guy's moves under the hoop. The reverse finger roll for the big man, and De La Salle cruises to victory, winning the East Bay League Tournament Championship 74-44. Bulligan leading with 25.
Del Mar takes a trip to Gunderson for B-Val West Valley League play. Petro Solomon kicks out to Shemuel Demarium. Shem has an open lane. He floats it in. Grizzlies take an early lead. Javon Johnson to Gabriel Loris in transition. Loris with an easy lay-in. Del Mar trails by 2 after 1. Gunderson on a run to open the second. Mikal Thompson jumps the pass, rushes down court, and lays it in. 22-16 Grizzlies. Solomon being double-teamed leaves Yunus Daib wide open. Yunus is good from mid-range, make it an 8-point Gunderson lead. Here come the Dons. Loris to Noah Oliveira. Oliveira to Johnson in the corner. Johnson from deep. Bang! Del Mar gets a hold of the loose ball and looks to put a shot up, but it is denied by Nathan Yango to keep the Gunderson lead at 1 going into half. Johnson with a dime to Hayden Tiu in the paint. Hayden's fouled on the shot. The extra point is good. 36-35 Gunderson. Final minute of the third. Christopher Biblis swoops in and steals it and has no one in front of him for the layup. 38-37 Gunderson after 3. Johnson to Loris. Gabriel sinks in the tough shot, and Del Mar takes the lead by 1. Tied with a minute to go. The three-pointer is off, but Thompson gets the offensive board, puts it up and in as Gunderson holds off Del Mar 46-42 to stay undefeated in league play at 10-0.
Senior night at Ignacio Valley, and Sarai Starks is having a great time. The Warriors taking on Benicia. In the first, the Panthers, Emily Easier with a strong pass to Kalea Cronin. Kalea drains the 3 from the wing. Benicia goes up 10-2. Sarai Starks for the Warriors drives through traffic and swishes in the floater. Benicia's starting freshman Ella Lum can hit a 3. This one was nearly from NBA range, and with that, the Panther lead is 6. And if you liked that distance from Lum, check out the shot from Stark Sarai with 11 points in the first quarter. Warriors down by 2 in the second. Teajane Hill gets the putback to go, and we are all tied up. Tailua Scott Casaloga down low to Kendall Wright, and Benicia takes the lead right back. One thing you shouldn't do is leave this freshman open. Another long shot from Lum. She was impressive. Starks now, dribbles to her left, frees herself up, and you can count the bucket. The score is 33-28 Benicia at the half. Starks with a game-high 39 points on her senior night, playing in her final game, ending her career with over 1,500 points. But it's Benicia the rest of the way. Lum to Kennedy Conway for the corner three. And later on, Ella Lum intercepts the pass and takes it the rest of the way. The freshman with a 30-point game, hitting 9 three-pointers in the process on the Panthers' way to the 70-54 win.
Let's go to the pitch as Crystal Springs Uplands battles Medlow. The Griffins look to strike first as Teague Durkin sends a beautiful ball, but Dylan O'Malley is there for the Menlo stop in the 12th minute. Blake Putanek drawing some separation. Blake goes with the right foot, but it goes right to Allie Bonder. To the 38th minute we go. Griffins on a corner kick. Charlie Keenan goes with the header, but the freshman Cameron McMullen makes a wonderful save. No score at the half. Both teams try to get on the board. Reed Sunwoo on the free kick, looking for the Knights' first goal of the game, and Bonner is able to step up and make the stop. Fast forward to extra time. Griffins with one last chance to find the back of the net. The shot is up, but it goes right to McMullen. Menlo remains unbeaten in its first 12 league games. This game ends in a 0-0 draw.
Each week, the Rikus Center presents the Gary Rikus Players of the Week Award.
Remember to vote for the Player of the Week on our YouTube membership page. The Players of the Week are featured in a rap performed by our friends at the Rikus Center. Here are this week's Players of the Week.
James the Spitter, 49ers Cal High, Gary Rikus, Players of the Week.
Nathan Thurlow, forward for the MA Bears. Got the soccer team going on a crazy tear. They beat the Scots to remain undefeated. Remaining hot, another win has been repeated. 3 goals in the game, footwork is insane. 18 total goals in the season. He's always there when his team really needs it. The clinching of the title has been completed. Trenya Dunbar carrying the torch. She's a problem when she steps up on the court. The team is 15-6. When they shoot, they don't miss. Their goal is to be number 1 on the list. One of the best seasons in school history. You know who they are, this ain't no mystery. What a hell of a ride for the Crusaders. They just know how to ball like in the majors.
James the Spitter, 49ers Cal High, Gary Rikus, Players of the Week.
Presentation High School San Jose's all-girls high school presents the Female Scholar Athlete Award each week. This week's Presentation High's Female Scholar Athlete is Lily Bella from the Kennedy girls soccer team, and she's also a kicker on the football team. Lily is outstanding on the field and in the classroom with a perfect 4.0 GPA.
At Presentation High School, our performing arts students shine on the stage and share their talents and cultural traditions with our community. Whether performing in one of our 4 annual theatrical productions, mastering theater tech, competing in our national championship winning dance teams, or harmonizing with friends in choir, there's a place for every artist. Our folklorical and jazzba dance teams bring unique cultural flair, sharing their vibrant styles with friends and family throughout the year. Discover the arts, go to presentationhs.org.
The Golden State Warriors bring us the Basketball Coach of the Week every week.
This week's Warriors Coach of the Week is Trevor Noss from the Westmont girls basketball team. The Warriors with 2 big wins last week, going into the final week all alone in first place in the Santa Teresa division. Trevor Noss from Westmont, this week's Golden State Warriors Coach of the Week. Coming up, first place on the line is Oakland meets Oakland Tech.
And the Kings Academy takes on Harker when 49ers Cal High Sports, presented by U.S. Bank, returns.
At U.S. Bank, we know how good it feels to reach your milestones. But we also know what really goes into getting you there. That's why we introduced CoBrowse, which connects you to a real banker in real time to help you do anything from adding a new debit card, learning how to save smarter, even creating spending limits.
Mind if I just grab the one?
With CoBrowse, we're always there for you on your road to here. Because there's nothing as powerful as the power of us.
I think the heater's broken.
I'll get my tools.
Does your family suffer from fix-it-titus syndrome?
Honey, is it working?
Relief is just a call away. Service Champions has been proven to effectively combat the symptoms of fixititis syndrome. Side effects may include delusions of grandeur and a comfortable home. Service Champions is now offering $68 furnace tune-up. Call 800-5-CHAMPS.
Dub Nation, you ready? Here we go.
Draymond down the lane to dunk it down! Exclamation point!
Moody with 1 second puts it up, banked it in! 3.3 to work with. Buddy here.
The switch to Lively. 3, Curry.
It's game time, Dub Nation. The time is now. Get your tickets at Warriors.com.
To the Oakland League now, where Oakland Tech has led from the very start with a perfect 7-0 record.
Yeah, Oakland's only league loss was to the Bulldogs at Oakland Tech. This time, the Wildcats host Oakland Tech in the final game of the regular season. It's our Chick-fil-A sportsmanship game, which means everybody on the teams get free chicken sandwiches after the game. Aubrey was there.
Tonight we have one of the best matches in the Bay Area with Oakland League rivals. Oakland Tech won the Division II state title last season and are the 9-time defending league champs. Ardarius Grayson, in just 2 seasons with the Bulldogs, has well over 1,000 career points. And I won't leave out the big man, 6'8" senior Zanmeyer Pletner, and is averaging nearly a double-double a game with 12 points and 9 rebounds. Tech already clinched league, but Ojai can grab a share with a win tonight. Rome Neal is averaging just under 12 points a game for the Ojai Wildcats, who'll be looking to hand Tech its first league loss since 2022. It's our Chick-fil-A sportsmanship game. Early on, Zanmeyer Pletner showing he has some range, draining the 3, and Tech takes a dominating 17-4 lead in the first. Deshaun Armstrong cutting into that lead, driving to the rack, and getting the nice finish. On the other side, Ardarius Grayson showing why he is one of the best all-around players. He somehow gets this floater to go with 3 defenders in front of him. He wanted the foul call, didn't get it, then watch this hustle. The ball moves down the other baseline, and Grayson comes flying in, getting the block. 19-13 Tech after 1. In the second, Dominique Trotter grabs the rebound, gets the putback to make it a 7-point game. A minute later, it's Chase Milheim getting the lucky bounce off the rim, puts up the straightaway 3, money. Chase, the senior point guard, following it up with another 3, 12 points for Milheim, also with a great day on defense. Eric Jackson throws down low to Armstrong, and Deshaun finishing with a team-high 11 points. It's a 10-point Tech lead at the half. Tamon Gamble passes ahead to Khalid Odum-Uyiwa in stride, and it's a tough finish for the senior. That early Tech lead, too much for the Cats to overcome. Grayson drives up the baseline, and that is another incredible bucket for Ardarius. Let's finish it off with Pletner, the inbound pass from Brandon Woodards, and Zan spins and flushes it. Oakland Tech wins the regular season title outright, going undefeated in its 3rd straight year, and Chase Milheim tells us why that is.
We're just focused all the time. Coach Hart motivates us all day. We're friends outside of school too, so we bond all the time, and we just work really well together.
What's the goal for the rest of the season?
Win another state championship. Go undefeated.
A West Bay Skyline Division showdown in San Jose as Harker hosts the Kings Academy. The Eagles spread their wings from 3-point land early as Finley Ho knocks down the trifecta from the wing. TKA responds on the other end. Alina Yang gets to her spot. 1 dribble pull-up, you betcha. And the Knights continue to bury the long ball as Sophia Poonen gets in on the action. Cash. It's 11-10 Harker after 1. Eagles look to extend their lead with Jillian Chen finding some space to get the shot to go. Nicely done. But the Knights grab their first lead of the game. Here's another 3 for Yang. 10 points for the sophomore. 15-13 Knights. Back and forth we go. Isabella Lowe heaves a pass to Alicia Yan for 3, and the bank is open. And Harker goes in the halftime with a 5-point lead. Here's Chen splitting the 2 defenders to get the shot up. Bucket plus the foul is 25-20 Eagles. And Harker would pull away in the second half. Isabella Lowe comes up with the steal, and the senior sprints down the other end for the easy basket. When Lowe is cooking, let me tell you, she is tough to stop. How about a 3 from the corner? Got it! Harker clinches at least a share of the West Bay Skyline Division title, beating the Kings Academy 43-30.
Off to San Mateo now as Menlo Atherton takes on Aragon Wednesday night. The Dons looking to get on the board first. Puyan Sheik over to Damian Samano Ocampo, who tries him from a long distance, but the shot is just wide right. Then later in the first half, Samano Ocampo shoots it on target, but Tori Franz is right there to make the save to keep the game scoreless. Last minute in the first half now. The ball finds Samano Ocampo, who tries a bicycle kick, but Aiden Wise deflects it away. Still no score at the half. It would stay that way until Nathan Thurlow dribbles past the keeper. Nathan Thurlow! The Bears take a 1-0 lead. Eme gets a set piece later in the half. Mateo Sansek fires one, but James Taylor is right there for the save. Aragon with one more chance late in the game. Samano Ocampo with another shot from long distance, but it's off target as Menlo Atherton wins the Peninsula Bay Division. Nathan Thurlow with the only goal for the Bears.
Service Champions honor student athletes who do great work around campus.
This week we spotlight Allison Park from the Leland girls soccer team. Allison is a member of ASB, where she puts together a lot of fun events around campus, such as homecoming, pep rallies, and a whole variety of events to boost school spirit. Allison Park, this week's Service Champions Student Spotlight.
D-Line Constructors presents the D-Line Defensive Play of the Week every week. This week's D-Line Constructors Defensive Play goes to Alyssa McAdams from the Menlo soccer team. Alyssa with a heads-up play, protecting the goal line and knocking the shot safely away in a 0-0 game last week. Alyssa McAdams with this week's D-Line Constructors Defensive Play of the Week.
Delta Dental honors entire teams who do great work in the classroom with the Smiles for Scholars Award.
And this week we feature the Midi Girls Wrestling Team. The girls are great on the mat and in the classroom with a 3.74 GPA. Coming up, first place up for grabs in the Ocean Division with Sequoia meeting San Mateo.
And the girls from Oakland Tech take on Bishop O'Dowd. But first, here is our U.S. Bank Top 10 Girls Basketball poll.
My bad.
Baby bag, baby bag, baby bag, baby bag, baby bag, baby bag, baby bag.
From the beginning, MeriWest Credit Union was created to provide a brighter financial future for you. We work hard for our members because they're our greatest strength.
MeriWest worked for me when I needed an auto loan for my first car.
When I need to make a mobile payment, MeriWest works for me.
MeriWest works for me wherever adventure takes us.
MeriWest Credit Union. Let us work for you. Today, tomorrow, together.
Ever wonder where the capital A in Chick-fil-A came from? It started with grade A, top quality chicken. But we believed everything, not just the food, should be grade A.
A is for above and beyond.
An extra level of care.
A game.
From caring for our guests in our community to cleanliness and safe service with a My Pleasure. A is for all the little things we do to bring you our best every day.
A little funky dance?
And that too.
Applebee's Pick Six with NFL head coach Dan Campbell.
A pick six is when the defense intercepts the ball and runs it back for a touchdown. And when that happens on Sunday, you get 6 free boneless wings at Applebee's on Monday. Now that's eating good in the neighborhood.
Diamond Training and Development is the Bay Area's largest training facility. Our expert coaches with decades of experience will help you raise your game to the next level. Diamond Training and Development makes sure you stay safe while you train to keep you in the game. Our state-of-the-art equipment will help make your game better than the rest. For baseball, softball, and personal training, Diamond Training and Development will help you get the game you want. Start getting better today.
We are the Pioneer Mustang, and you're watching the 49ers Cal High Sports, presented by U.S. Bank.
Back in the NBC Sports studio here at Levi Stadium, where the Peninsula Ocean Division title game came down to the final game of the regular season. Both Sequoia and San Mateo with identical 9-1 league records coming into the game.
That's right, the two teams meeting Friday night with the winner earning the league title.
The Peninsula Ocean Division title on the line as Sequoia takes on San Mateo. Here's Byron Ellerman with the floater, and that one falls in as the Bearcats take an early 3-point lead. Now it's Cameron Palmer with the fake and the finish as San Mateo takes a 9-8 lead after one. Sequoia answers back in the second. Isaiah Tapper with the pass inside to Charlie Fulton. Charlie creates some space to lay it up and in. Now it's Enzo's and Churchy dishing it to Charlie Fulton, and Charlie lays it in again. 14-9 Sequoia Ravens, but here come the Bearcats. The first shot is off, but Zidane Azarang gets the offensive rebound and the second chance bucket. Then it's Byron Ellerman with the Euro step and the bucket. What a move from Byron as San Mateo takes a 26-19 lead at halftime. Sequoia looking to rally back in the second half. Sam Van Wert fires and hits from three-point land to cut the deficit to 4. But it was the Zidane Azarang show in the second half. Zidane with the drive and the finish, back to a 7-point game. The Ravens come right back as Jack Kempton drills the tough fall-away jumper, and it's 30-27 San Mateo. Great ball movement from the Bearcats now as the ball finds Azarang, and Zidane shoots and scores from deep. 35-33 San Mateo after 3. Then in the fourth, Azarang fires and hits from mid-range as the Bearcats win the Peninsula Ocean Division title. Zidane Azarang with 30 points for the victorious San Mateo Bearcats. A special look at the Kaiser Center as Bishop O'Dowd takes on Oakland Tech in the Nike All-Star Weekend Future game. The Bulldogs with the early lead. Naila Davis getting the floater to go right here, but the Dragons come right back. Simdi Chukwu drives and finishes the lay-in. Jai Johnson had a big game for Tech. Jai taking the pass from Terrier Russell and laying it in. 14-12 Bulldogs after 1. More Jai Johnson in the second as Jai goes coast to coast to lay it up and in. Bishop O'Dowd answers back as Maela Chapman goes to the rack and gets the floater to go. It's all tied up at 20 at halftime. To the second half now, and it's Naila Davis over to Jai Johnson for 3. She got it! Jai had 17 points in this game. Now it's Jai Johnson passing it ahead to Terrier Russell, and Terrier lays it up and in as the Bulldogs take a 35-26 lead after 3. Bishop O'Dowd looking to rally back in the fourth. Jayla Stokes fires and hits from downtown Oakland. Tech returns the favor as Johnson finds Naila Davis, and Naila makes it splash from three-point land. 40-34 Oakland Tech Bulldogs. Back come the Dragons. Chukwu kicks it out to Chapman, and Maela drills her shot from deep. But Oakland Tech answers right back with a Terrier Russell trifecta as the Bulldogs win it 47-44 over Bishop O'Dowd. Jai Johnson and Terrier Russell leading the way for the Bulldogs.
Each week, Chick-fil-A brings us stories of athletes who inspire us.
Tyler Flipson joins us now with great evidence on how a simple heart test can save your life.
In football programs all across the nation, athletes push their bodies to their limit. Because of that, close care to their bodies is needed to stay healthy. But there's a silent killer to young athletes' hearts, and one family is looking to spread awareness for a test used to save the hearts of young athletes.
What can we expect from you guys?
State.
RJ Cannon is a football machine. In his senior season for the Los Gatos Wildcats, he racked up 58 total tackles. Football has always played a key role in RJ's life.
Yeah, it's just always been a big part of my life. My dad played in college, all my relatives really played, and it's a big part of my life and my family.
When he was little, he used to start in the bathroom, and his dad would sit on the couch, and he would come running out of the bathroom, and his dad would throw, and he would catch the pass and
good catch, RJ. Woohoo!
And run around and then toss it back and go back, and that was how they spent Sunday afternoons.
At the start of RJ's senior season, he went in for his yearly physical where he had a heart screening. That is when RJ found out his love for the game could be more than his heart could take.
It was after like a double day of football, and then I went to go get my screening. I didn't really want to do it, but you know, it was only 5 minutes, so I was like, oh, whatever. And then the guy kind of pulled me aside and was explaining it to me a little bit. He said there was like an extra pathway for energy to get through between the upper chamber and the lower chamber of my heart.
RJ was diagnosed with a heart condition called WPW, Wolff-Parkinson-White syndrome, meaning RJ was at a higher risk for sudden cardiac arrest.
In RJ's case, he had an extra accessory pathway. What that means is there's a connection, an electrical connection between the upper and the lower chambers. It's kind of like if you had a side door that was open in Levi Stadium, and some people could quickly go through that and bypass the security gate. So that's what we see on the electrocardiogram.
The news hit the Cannon family hard. Sudden cardiac arrest is the leading cause of death in young athletes.
Because I'd never thought about that before, you know, I've been playing sports since I was super young, so I never thought I'd have, you know, something like that, like a heart condition like that.
Definitely adjust the way that you think about life, right? So it's less about like, is he going to make the right tackle, more like, is he going to survive the tackle, right? So you change your perspective.
Anywhere between 30 to 50% of patients who have WPW can actually have a non-lethal arrhythmia or fast heart rate.
RJ's pediatric cardiologist, Dr. Obayashi, told him there was a 3 to 4% chance of RJ experiencing cardiac arrest. With those low odds, RJ opted to play in his senior season. There are a few reasons for that.
It just has to be like my teammates, my friends, and things like that. Like during the football season, at least my life pretty much like revolves around football, so I don't know what I would do really without it.
RJ led his team all the way to the CCS championship game, earning his team's Defensive Player of the Year honors. RJ then had a procedure done to repair his heart, and with the recovery time of just a week, RJ was ready to play at the Charlie Wiedemeyer All-Star Game, where he was awarded the Dwight Clark Award, presented by 49ers legend Brent Jones.
Give this award to RJ Campbell.
After the procedure, there was a 95 to 99% chance of the WPW never returning. And now, the Cannon family has a new objective: to spread the word of heart health in young adults.
Sudden cardiac arrest is the #1 killer of student athletes, and it's also the #1 cause of death on school campuses. This is not one of those things that you should put off. If you want to make sure that they are set up for success in life, I get them an EKG.
Heart screenings are not yet required for all student athletes. It varies by district and state, but the Cannon family is advocating for heart screenings to be a part of the yearly physical, because the love of the game starts with your heart. The Kyle J. Taylor Foundation was the first to have screenings required in 2 school districts in the Bay Area. The goal for the Cannon family and many others is for this to become the norm across the nation, because one child's life being taken due to sudden cardiac arrest is one too many.
Yep, really something everybody should look into.
Absolutely.
Merrill West Credit Union brings us the Merrill West Merit Award. This award honors teachers all around the Bay Area.
Here is Lexi Carson from the Hillsdale basketball team talking about her favorite teacher, Sienna David Umang.
My favorite teacher is Miss David because she's always so supportive and always there for us.
Diamond Training and Development is an amazing baseball, softball, and training facility in Sunnyvale, led by former professional ball player and our good friend Adam Schorcher.
That's right. Each week, Diamond Training and Development brings us the Diamond in the Rough. This is a young athlete who's headed towards great success in their sport. And this week, we recognize Miles Cooper. Miles, an outstanding freshman on the College Park basketball team. Miles Cooper, this week's Diamond Training and Development Diamond in the Rough.
Coming up, the East Bay League tournament title game with Carondelet meeting San Ramon Valley.
And Sharks Ice High School hockey with Los Gatos and Valley Christian. You will see this Brody Marlowe goal. This is 49ers Cal High Sports, presented by US Bank.
Applebee's Pick 6 with NFL head coach Dan Campbell.
A pick 6 is when the defense intercepts the ball and runs it back for a touchdown. And when that happens on Sunday, you get 6 free boneless wings at Applebee's on Monday. Now that's eating good in the neighborhood.
Our mouths are one of the first places a doctor looks during a checkup, and for good reason. It can tell them things about our health, serious things, things that could keep us from reaching the next milestone. For over 65 years, Delta Dental has offered high-quality, affordable dental plans that strive to meet the needs of everyone. Today, we are the largest network of oral health care providers in the nation. Delta Dental, putting your health first, yesterday, today, and tomorrow.
I'm Nancy Lambert, the director of the Schwab Learning Center at CHC. In a world where every second counts, education doesn't have to be a struggle. At the Schwab Learning Center, our learning specialists work one-on-one with high school and college students with ADHD, dyslexia, and other learning differences. We work with you to understand your learning and attention strengths and challenges. We help you develop strategies that optimize the way you learn. Discover the power of personalized learning that empowers students to excel. Your success is our mission.
I know that the model of credit unions is the very best one for human beings, and so how we bring that to life can truly transform people's lives.
Lumen brings to us the capability to be able to serve members in ways that we haven't before. It is really about enhancing that need for that particular individual like we've never been able to do before, and I'm extremely excited about that.
'49ers Cal High Sports is brought to you by Valley Christian Schools, supporting your quest for excellence. Help us bring positive attention to Bay Area teens every week. Become a '49ers Cal High Sports sponsor. Scan the QR code for details.
San Ramon Valley took home its 6th straight regular season title in the East Bay League with a perfect 9-0 record. SRV didn't even have a senior day. That is how young the Wolves are.
They have no seniors.
They have no
on the entire
seniors.
Team. And
yes.
they're very good.
Lots of freshmen, lots of sophomores.
Yep. Carondelet finishing in second place in the regular season behind SRV. The two teams meeting in the league tournament final game played on Saturday night.
It's Carondelet at San Ramon Valley for the East Bay Athletic League Tournament Championship. SRV up 4 early, but Carondelet scores 8 unanswered after Olivia Smith finds Nyla Christopher. Nyla with the spin move to the rim for the bucket. SRV takes the lead back. Ella Gunderson to Alyssa Rudd. Rudd kicks out to Maya Knapp. Knapp for 3. Got it. 16-13 Wolves after 1. Gunderson leaves it for Carly Stern. Stern from 3 feet beyond the line. It's good. And the threes are flying for SRV. Wolves go on a run. Here's Stern with the shot clock running down. Carly has no option but to heave it up from way downtown. She got it. 31-25 San Ramon Valley at the half. Late in the third, Gunderson to Rudd. Alyssa works to the rim and knocks it down for a pair. Then Gunderson takes this one herself. The sophomore with a beautiful move, then lays it on the glass with her left as SRV leads 48-34 after 3. Here come the Cougars in the fourth. Christopher intercepts the pass, fires down court to Sophia Ross, who knocks down the fadeaway to make it a 10-point game. Then Ross puts some moves on her defender, throws up a 3. Count it! Carondelet down 5 with 3 to go. Smith takes this one to the rack herself, and it's a 1-score game. Wolves look to keep the lead late. Rudd finds Gunderson. Ella for 3. She got it! The sophomore hits the dagger. San Ramon Valley sweeps the EBAL to win the championship. Gunderson and Stern combined for 36.
Tyler Flipson here for the Southern Conference title, with Los Gatos looking to defend their title, taking on Valley Christian. Late first period, the Warriors strike first. Jonathan Heimlich with the one-timer scores. 1-0 Warriors. The Cats even it. Josh Alvarez shot doesn't go, but Brody Marlowe's shot does. Yes, you recognize that last name. Marlowe's goal makes it 1-1. Early second period now. Connor Chavez finds the puck in space, finds the right side of the net, scores! Jumping back ahead 2-1. 1 minute later, the Cats answer. It's chaos at the net, but Trevor Moore finds his way and scores, tying it up yet again at 2-2. LG continues applying pressure. Mason Renfro's shot doesn't go, but Marlowe finds it and scores! His second, looking like his dad Patrick, is 3-2 Cats after 2 periods. The Warriors respond in the third. It's Chavez scoring his second, tying us back up at 3-3. The Cats respond though. It's Josh Alvarez doing his thing and scores. The Cats student section is loving it from Josh. It's 4-3 LG. Under 6 minutes to play. Renfro in space from downtown and a laser to the back of the net. Los Gatos' biggest lead of the night, making it 5-3. But the Warriors continue to fight. Heimlich scores to cut the deficit to just 1. But despite the Warriors' efforts, it won't be enough. Los Gatos goes back-to-back, claiming the Southern Conference title. A big game from Brody Marlowe. He's our Sharks Ice High School Hockey Player of the Game.
Lexus of Stevens Creek brings us the volunteer award, leading to $10,000 in scholarships to be handed out by Lexus of Stevens Creek.
This week's volunteer award goes to Jayla Stokes from the Bishop O'Dowd girls basketball team. When she's not draining threes and driving to the rack, Jayla volunteers at local elementary schools as a teacher's aide. She also assists students with classwork and plays games with them. Jayla talks about why volunteering is important to her.
Giving back to my community is very important to me because I feel like it's kind of my duty to give back and help communities and school and kids.
Valley Christian High School is always on a quest for excellence, so Valley Christian is helping us honor young people who are on their own quest for excellence. Here is Matisse Joseph from College Park.
What I want to do is travel a lot, speaking to different cultures. Coming here, I found out really interesting, Mexican culture, Asian culture, and everything. So I like that a lot. And basketball-wise, I want to play in the next level. I want to be a pro because my brother plays pro. So yeah.
Valley Christian School's Business Entrepreneurship and Innovation Program has started its annual President's Business Challenge. The competition challenges students to develop real-world solutions, create business plans, and pitch to top Silicon Valley venture capitalists. Finalists even have the chance to win prize money to launch their business ventures. The student entrepreneurs recently met their industry professional mentors who will guide them through the process of building their startups. Learn more about the President's Business Challenge and become a warrior at vcs.net.
Coming up, a rematch in the West Alameda County Foothill League as Alameda meets Bishop O'Dowd.
And Brandon battles Lee in Mount Hamilton Division Soccer, but first, here is this week's learning tip from the Schwab Learning Center.
Our SLC learning specialists are here to help you develop skills and share tips that make learning with ADHD easier, like finding the right working environment for the task at hand, using a timer to keep your study sessions focused, and breaking down assignments into smaller tasks to make them more manageable. Discover the power of personalized learning support at the Schwab Learning Center.
The Alameda Hornets have run through the West Alameda County Foothill League with a perfect 7-0 record. The Hornets beating Bishop O'Dowd in their first meeting on a Jack O'Mara buzzer beater from half court.
The Dragons with a chance to get some revenge in the game played at the Kaiser Center in Oakland Thursday night.
Back to the Nike All-Star Weekend Future game as Bishop O'Dowd takes on Alameda. BOD has an outstanding shooter in Josh Green. Josh knocking down a tough mid-range jumper, but Alameda has some talent of their own. Here is Sage Kopelman taking the pass from Ethan Sapotila, and Sage gets his shot to fall. Now it's Zion Moore over to Samuel Skolnick, and Samuel lays it up and in as the Hornets take an 18-12 lead after one. Second quarter now, and it's Nas Griffin dishing it to Caden Gibbs, and Caden throws it down with authority. Woo! The Hornets light it up later in the quarter. Kopelman kicks it out to Dylan Mann, who shoots and scores from three-point land. Then it's Dylan with the bounce pass inside to Caden Thomas, who lays it up and in as Alameda takes a 30-18 lead at halftime. The Dragons looking to rally back in the second half. Caden Gibbs over to Josh Green, and Josh knocks it down from deep. Now it's Osi Oriaburi going inside and laying it in as the Dragons cut the deficit to just 4. But Alameda answers back. Jack O'Mara kicks it out to Samuel Skolnick, and Samuel shoots and scores from three-point land. 43-37 Hornets after 3. Then in the fourth, Zion Moore drives, steps back. He got it! What a move from Zion Moore. Now it's O'Mara passing it ahead to Zion Moore, and Zion goes to the rack for the lay-in as Alameda wins the Nike All-Star Weekend Future game and clinches the West Alameda County Foothill League, beating Bishop O'Dowd 65-56.
The talented Curry family honoring senior Peyton on senior night. Lee on the board in the first. Maggie Curry shoots it in front, and right there to knock it home is Kennedy Board, 1-0 lead. More Lee, and this is sensational sophomore Gianna Dini sending a perfect shot just under the bar, 2-0 Longhorns. 33rd minute, here's Maggie Curry controlling it in the box, and a goal for the North Carolina commit. And a terrific move by Curry here as she taps it past the defender, then races around and taps it past the keeper. Maggie among the Bay Area's very best players. Second half now, Lee with plenty of tough shots on net, but one of many terrific saves here by Branham keeper Lily Murphy. But Lee gets one more, and again it's the sophomore Dini getting space, and then a left-footed rocket for her second goal of the night as Lee remains all alone in first place in the Mount Hamilton Division, 5-0 the final.
Bernardi Zurada is your faithful injury attorneys, bringing us the hometown hero every week.
This week we honor Dawn Hem from Sacred Heart Prep. Dawn dedicating 33 years to the Gators, the girls athletic director doing great work, including setting up this senior day for the girls soccer team. Dawn Hem, this week's Bernardi Zurada hometown hero.
Albany's Construction brings us the Dirty Work Play every week. This is a play that shows the same type of grit and determination, brought to you by all the folks at Albany's Construction.
This week's Dirty Work Play goes to Will Hirsch from the Sarah soccer team. Will flying into the goal mouth, rejecting a shot headed for the goal to save the day for the Padres in a scoreless tie last week. Will Hirsch doing the dirty work just like all of the hard-working folks at Albany's Construction. The San Jose Earthquakes present the Soccer Players of the Week. The boys soccer player of the week is Dominic Kaminsky from the Sarah soccer team. Dom with 13 saves that we counted for the Padres in a shutout effort.
The girls' Earthquakes player of the game is Julia Ignatop, who scored the goal to tie the game for American last week.
Coming up to Hayward we go for the Crumble Cookies game of the week as Mount Eden hosts Hayward High.
And later, it's Christopher and Westmont right here on 49ers Cal High Sports, presented by U.S. Bank.
At U.S. Bank, when we say we're in it with you, we mean it. Not just for the good stuff, the grand openings and the celebrations, but for all the hard work it took to get there. We are in for all of it. It's tough for sure, but less tough when you have the right people by your side, like Kayla from Kansas City and thousands of other bankers around the country. Because together we're proving there's nothing as powerful as the power of us.
Get ready for the most exhilarating season yet. Sharks Ice Hockey is hosting 34 teams spanning from Fresno to Reno. Over 700 hockey players all competing for state and national titles. Be part of the thrilling action. Experience the speed, the skill, and the passion from these young hockey players. Games are played at Sharks Ice locations from all over the Bay Area. Looking to join, support, or to find games? Go to sharkshighschoolhockey.com.
This is gonna be big.
Are you ready?
A big one's coming! A big one's coming!
Soccer's biggest stars.
Major League Soccer has begun.
All on the Bay's biggest stages. It's the start of a whole new era. We home for the season kickoff. The future starts now.
Of first place in the final week of play in the West Alameda County Shoreline League. Mount Eden leading the league with a 7-1 league record.
And Hayward looking to spoil the Monarchs League title hopes in this Crumble Cookies game of the week. Our Tyler Flipson was there.
The last time these two teams met, Hayward took down Mount Eden 63-52. But now, we're in the Monarch Mansion, and those Monarchs want revenge. Mount Eden on the revenge tour, and leading the way is senior Johnson Tran, averaging 14 points per game. He's their rock. The Farmers have a total stud in Bonds, Jaden Bonds. You'd think he's a special agent the way he's all over the court, averaging more than 23 points per game. It's a rivalry game in the final game of the regular season in our Crumble Cookies Game of the Week.
We hit the ground running, and so do the Farmers. Isaiah Galley from 3, giving the Farmers an early 4-point lead. But the Monarchs respond. Lorenzo Matienzo in the corner, banging the 3. Mount Eden trails 12-11. With seconds left in the first, check out Special Agent Bonds with the sweet move and rolling it in. It's 14-11 Hayward to end the first quarter. Here comes those Monarchs, though. Devin Santos, the hard-earned and one on his birthday, call that a birthday bucket, tying it up at 14-all. That's where Mount Eden gets hot. It's Denzel Jackson, Neely from Union City, splash! Monarchs lead 25-16 with 3:30 to go before the half. Hayward keeps battling though. This shot from beyond half court nearly goes, but that's okay because Bonds is there for the putback, cutting Hayward's deficit to 4 at the half. Third quarter now, and here's Galley from 3-land. In the corner, you bet! It's 39-33 Mount Eden. The Farmers getting hot into the fourth. Bonds from well beyond the arc and getting it to drop. It's a ball game. Hayward only trails by 1, but it was Monarch mania from there. Cash Gonzalez cashing in his 3, making it 46-40 Mount Eden. And how about a cherry on top for this senior night performance? It's Tran with the steal, and guess what? The slam! That will seal the deal. Mount Eden is league champs and gets even with the rival, taking down Hayward. Here's Johnson after his big game, sharing how the win made him feel.
I'm so happy right now, man. I can't wait to celebrate with my team. My boy's birthday right here. We can go to Shaw High Pizza. It's going to be a fun
And Hayward with the Crumble Cookies Game of the Week on Tyler Flipson, 49ers Cal High Sports.
Bianca Castro honored with all the seniors on senior night at Lincoln High. Heavy rain in the first half. The Rams' Anna Lindsay sends a nice ball into the box, but Camille Toscano is there on defense to knock it away. 31st minute, still no score. Cece Gagere, the San Jose State commit, with a terrific corner kick, but the ball is headed just wide. The Rams break through late in the half. The ball goes out to Story Meta with a rocket blast from 24 yards out, just over the keeper. That's a great shot by Mede, 1-0 Rams. Second half, Sierra Wilzer with the corner kick, and she places it nicely into the box. It's headed by a defender, off the post, off another defender, and into the goal. A wacky goal there, and a 2-0 Willow Glen lead. That was a big deal because Lincoln fires back. Cece Gagere spins and rifles a left footer into the net to make it 2-1, and that's how it ended. Willow Glen headed to the playoffs as Santa Teresa Division champions.
The Carlmont girls soccer team wrapping up a league title this week.
That's right, the girls meeting our Jake Vanderbrook at the Rica Center to talk about it this week.
And we are here at the Rica Center for human enhancement where goals are achieved. Got goals? And here's the girls soccer team from Carlmont High School. Make some noise! All right, so we're starting off with Lindsay Wong. And Lindsay, this Carlmont program has done a complete 180 compared to the last season. You guys are dominating in league play, and you could close out the regular season undefeated in league play. Just talk about that opportunity and what it's been like playing for this squad this season.
It's been really good. It's been a lot of fun just getting to play with everyone and learning about each other, and it's exciting to be in a good season, winning games, especially after a rough last season.
Yeah, absolutely. Complete 180, as I mentioned. Alyssa Bish striker, captain. Talk about the team chemistry and what you guys are doing to keep each other in check come match day.
Yeah, I feel like we just learn to play with each other as the season goes on. We've obviously made a lot of improvements with our scores in the games, and I think just making the connections that we were kind of struggling with at the beginning of the season, they're getting a lot better.
Okay, if there is someone, it's a postseason match and it has to come down to penalty kicks, who's taking that last shot for you ladies?
Delaney.
Okay, all right. Good to know. I mean, because the postseason's coming up next week. I'm just saying. So, and finally, I'm making my way over to Sam Bishop. Outstanding goalkeeper. Just keep doing what you're doing. Obviously, what is it going to take for this team to get back to the promised land like you have done numbers of years ago?
I think that this team definitely has what it takes. Our team chemistry, and we work together to win every game. We're getting really good at connecting and scoring as a team.
All right, ladies, thank you so much for joining me. Take us out with a break.
Scots on me, Scots on 3, 1, 2, 3, Scots!
Coming up, Westmont battles Christopher at the top of the Mount Hamilton division.
But first, here is the U.S. Bank Bay Area Top 10 Boys Basketball Poll. The Christopher Cougars have run through the Mount Hamilton division with a perfect 9-0 record to start the week, and their star player is, of course,
Jackson Robinson.
How do you spell that?
Our guy, Jaxen,
Very
not
good.
to be confused with an O.
Terrific knowledge.
The Cougars looking to put a cap on it all with a win over second place Westmont. The two teams meeting at Christopher in Gilroy this week. A Valentine's Day senior night, there's our guy Jackson Robinson as Christopher looks for one more win to go undefeated in league. This one went to overtime last time, and the Warriors' Seth Reese gives his team the lead with the early three. Sam Gunther passes to Matthew Bass. Matthew getting physical, spins, throws up the fadeaway, count it. Cougars up 6-5. Westmont responds. Gabe Matheson with a dart across the court to Jacob Froman. The Fro man hits the triple, giving Westmont back the lead. This play has Robinson at the top of the key. Check out the pass down low to Abuka Okeke. The seniors connecting for the point. Christopher leads by one after one. In the second, Froman to Gabe Matheson, who spins and floats it in. 17-16 Christopher. Jackson to Sam Gunther. Gunther for three, and another Cougar senior getting in on the scoring, and Christopher grabs a 9-point lead at the break. Froman takes a shot from downtown Campbell to cut into that deficit. We have another Cougar score coming from the hands of a senior. That is Tyler Green for 3. The Christopher defense keeping Westmont to just 8 points in the third. Quinn Ledesma Old Elk grabs the steal, passes ahead to Okeke. Abuka finishes, and leading all scorers on the court on his senior day is Matthew Bass. A monster day for Matthew as he swishes in the long 2. And it's great defense leading to offense. Robinson with the steal, and Jackson goes in with a one-handed rip. Christopher wins 54-41 and is the undefeated Mount Hamilton Division champs.
Senior night for Lincoln as Keon Lutt is being honored. Start your engines, here come those Mustangs as Terrell Price finishes at the rack. Nicely done. Then in transition, Fred Davis finds Makai McCabe in the corner, and the triple is money. More Lincoln and more triples for Makai. 16 points for the senior. Man, he was feeling it. Washington looking to respond. Check out this finish by Johnson Chang. Bucket plus the foul. It's 17-9 Lincoln after 1. Second quarter now. Here's Joseph Price working down low to get the bucket to go. That's a big man on the move, but this has to be play of the game. This is how you earn minutes. Keon Lutt stays with the play after falling down, somehow forces a turnover and lays it in on the other end. That was nice. Lincoln continues to attack with Fred Davis knifing his way to the cup and one. 45-17 Lincoln at the half. Izana Hailu showed no quit, 16 points. Here he comes up with the steal, and check out this move for the crafty finish. But it was all Lincoln to this one. Mustangs were lights out from three-point land, including Samari Tanner chipping away with 11 points as Lincoln adds another City League regular season title to its program. 70-37 was the final.
The Harker School brings us the Scholar Athlete Award every week. This week's Harker Scholar Athlete is Joshua Villanueva from Independence. He's really good at basketball and a great student with a 3.9 GPA.
Brought to you by the Harker School. Last week, Harker's upper school community celebrated the Lunar New Year with a variety of student performances, crafts, and treats. At Harker, transitional kindergarten through 12th grade students discover their passions. Learn more at harker.org. DGDG.com brings us the Be Happy Play each week. This is a play in a game that made everybody happy.
This week's Be Happy Play goes to the San Mateo Bearcats, the student section storming the court after the boys win the Peninsula Ocean Division title, and everyone was very happy about it. Want to be a happy car buyer? Go to DGDG.com.
Coming up, it's a Service by Medallion Play of the Week. We'll see which play gets it next.
But first, here is this week's financial tip for teens and their parents, sponsored by Lumen Digital.
Consider opening a savings account to start building interest on your savings. Online account opening makes getting started easy.
Service by Medallion brings us the play of the week every week. It's a play we thought was the very best from all of the plays this week.
Here's Adrian Soriano with the Service by Medallion Play of the Week.
Let's kick it off with Johnson Tran from Mount Eden with this one-handed slam. How about Jackson Robinson from Christopher with this jam? But the play of the week goes to Willow Glen. Story, Maddie! What a spectacular goal for Story! One more time! A storybook goal! Story, Maddie with the play of the week!
That's the play of the week, and that's 49ers Cal High Sports for this week. Thanks for joining us. I'm Robert Brownstein.
And I'm Aubrey Tolliver. Be sure to come back next week as we meet the Stratford basketball player, not letting his small size affect his big dreams. We'll see you then.
Thanks for watching. Please join our YouTube memberships to get early access to highlights and our podcast, Covered Cal High.
You will also be able to see full game videos and vote for the Players of the Week. So click join and make sure to tune in every Sunday night at 6 p.m. on NBC Sports California. We'll see you at the games.